Welcome to Side Streets and Intersections here at IntellectualRadio.com. I'm your host, Angela Champ, and just as a reminder, we are an iHeart radio station, so please feel free to download the app Side Streets and Intersections here at IntellectualRadio.com. And just as a reminder, if you are looking for an opportunity to host your own show here at IntellectualRadio.com, please do not hesitate to call 708-223-8953. So in the studio with me this evening is my one and only fruit of the womb, Miss Erica Ava Lynn Champ. Woo! Yeah.
She's arrived.
So just chit-chatting with my daughter. Hey, I just want to say thank you to some people that are tuning in. Miss Broomfield, Vera, we were childhood friends. Janice Morrow, Janice Morrow, Victoria Calderon. Thank you, each and every person. Alistair Brown. Thank you guys for tuning in and for the support. I mean, it means a lot. And so I decided to entitle this show Chit-Chatting with My One and Only Fruit of My Womb.
Chit-Chatting with your child.
Miss Erica Ava Lynn Champ. Yeah. What's going on, girl?
Oh, God. So many things. Okay,
so what's going on in your life?
Well, are we going?
We can talk. We can keep it real.
I kicked my man out last night.
Why you kick your man out, girl?
That's what's going on.
Why you kick him out?
Well,
there's some real conversation we having, y'all. Why you kick him out?
Well, because he's a liar.
He's a liar?
Yes. Real pretty much, honestly. It's a whole new year. It's nearly the end of the first month of the new year.
Okay.
I'm not going to spend any more months in this year like I spent this month in this year with this person. I told myself in December that I wasn't going to take 2017 into 2018. And it's been about 3 weeks, and I did drag it out for about 3 more weeks into the year. But I decided that, fine.
The interesting thing is that when you have an adult child, and we don't hang out as often as sometimes I would like, and sometimes
every day.
We don't see each other every day. Lord, for anybody that has a female child, y'all already know. So sometimes we can't jail like that. We don't need to see each other every day, but we love each other.
Let me miss you.
Yeah, let me miss you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you kicked your man out. How do you feel?
Well, I feel freer at this moment. I'm actually, I'm not gonna lie. It takes to get to that point where you decide to cut someone out your life completely. It takes for you to really just get fed up. And to get fed up, you have to go through hurt, anger, all these emotions. You have to deal with them, And that's kind of what happened. So I got fed up and I'm tired and I just don't want to deal with it no more. It's like, I'm young, I'm beautiful. I don't know how to deal with that.
Well, you know what's
to deal with it.
I think that what's so interesting is that we spend so much time trying to, the one thing that I always taught you coming up is that I'm not a man. That's the one thing I think I emphasize. I'm not a man. I'm not going to try to be like a man. I can only give you my perspective from a woman's perspective.
Exactly.
But the one thing that I did not do, I never talked about, even though your father was not active in your life, I never downed him. And
that is true.
Because I wanted you to develop your own opinion of who he was. And he would be the first man that could set precedent on how you should have been treated with men to come.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing about it. Like a lot of broken homes in our community, you have a single mother. Much more rare, you have a single father. Okay. And you need those dual roles.
Absolutely.
I don't care how 2018 it is. I don't care. I believe in gender roles. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. I believe a woman is a woman and a man is a man. Now, whatever you believe you are, just act accordingly. I don't know what to tell you, but that's just me.
But I will say this.
So,
and let me just say that to piggyback off what you're saying is that I never wanted to be as dominant as I am. But because the situations forced my hand with respect to being a single parent. I never wanted to be a single parent. Who wants to be a single parent? And so trying to take on that role, or at least having some type of ideology of what it is to have a male figure, a dominant male figure, a positive dominant male figure. I did not have that experience. And so I couldn't, mothers, we can't begin to correct our behavior if we haven't had an example of behavior that we need to correct with respect to the type of men that we should have in our lives. And so just like mothers, we're going through trial and error. That is transferred to our daughters. And so oftentimes you hear in the household, well, a man ain't nothing, he ain't this, he ain't that. And to some degree, there's some validity to that. However, and then, men may say, well, you need to make better decisions. Well, what if you think you're making a better decision and it still turned out to be the wrong decision?
I mean, that's the thing about it. That's
life
is trial and error. You learn.
Okay.
You live and you learn. Things happen. And sometimes what I thought about before I came out the house today, like, mind you, this happened less than 24 hours ago. It's over though. I don't care. So sometimes everything has to fall apart for you to get those pieces and put them back the right way.
That's powerful. She said that sometimes things have to fall apart. Yes. And then you create a mosaic.
I like mosaics.
By putting pieces together from what we call experiences.
Exactly. So, even if you don't have that, because as you just mentioned, I never had that father or the proper father figure. I've never had someone tell me, oh, this is how a man should treat you. This is what you should, expect. You watch TV, you watch your surroundings, you watch your role models, you read fairy tales. You want X, Y, and Z, but you never really taught how to seek out X, Y, and Z.
You wind up getting E, F, and G.
Exactly. And hey now, but no, you end up getting letters that you never really was trying to press on.
They're not even in the alphabet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Squigglies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and so then they want to say that we're angry. No, we're not angry, bitter Black women that have been hurt. We are women, and I'm speaking collectively, and I'm saying that I don't want to have to work as hard as I work.
Oh no.
I would like for.
Wouldn't you like to be a housewife and just sit at home?
Well,
I don't know. The drapes. You need new drapes. Oh, I'm so bored with my life. I can go to shopping.
Well, let me just say
I wish I had it that way, girl.
So let me just say that I actually had that life for a little bit. Well, I was.
Do tell.
Well, I stayed at home. However, I had all the material things. I had all the material things, but the one thing that I wanted most was the individual that I didn't have. So those things became nothing to me because the curtains can't talk to me.
Exactly.
Talk to me.
You know what? I think feeling that way with the people that I was with. Because at one point I would only date a particular kind of person who had a particular kind of lifestyle, meaning that you had better than me, more than me, and you could give me more. Okay. And it wasn't really genuine relationships. There was nothing genuine about these relationships. It was all pretentious and fake and just whatever. So where I'm going on trips, I'm getting gifts, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I'm lonely. And that is what led me into dealing with broken bummy. Okay, the loneliness. It was like this is what you want. You want it all. You want somebody who has the man with a successful career and no children and who's going to be listening and supportive and like a woman, but a man, you want everything. And in seeking everything, you lose sight of what's important. Because everything ain't important. You have to find out what's important to you. But as I said, hey guys,
Hey, Lynette.
You lose sight of things when you're trying to get all of it, the big picture. You need to look at what's important.
Well, I can say, and I can, honestly and openly admit that at one point, that's what I was about. I was about just, he had to be successful, very, very materialistic.
Yes, you were.
And now that I'm looking back over my life, I don't care about those material things. But the other day, I said, one day you will look upon yourself and old age would have crept upon you. And you would have missed out the opportunity to be unconditionally loved because you have not put away your childish ways. And so what I'm saying is that as we get older, anymore. I think that if I'm bringing tools to the table, then I need for you to bring your shovel, not your hoe.
Don't bring your garden tools. We are building things here. We are building
things.
Don't bring the garden tools to the construction site. Thank you.
Now, the reason I stated that, now that term, tools to the table, I'm bringing more than anything a good heart. I'm spiritually based. I am educated. I'm honest. And I'll work my behind off. Now, a lot of people, even at my age, and I'm 20 years older than you, they claim that they want something serious, but all the while they're still playing games. And the Bible states that we must put away our childish ways if we are to take on our new life. And so I don't have time to entertain whether you're going to come home or not. That shouldn't even be in my head.
It should not.
And if you come home, are you present? You need to be actively present. It doesn't matter that we're lying in the same bed. If you're not there, and we have to be honest about the things that we want in our life. See, most of us, we spend time trying to entertain the likes of others and what they like.
Preach, sister.
But never is the question really truly raised as to what we like ourselves. And so we have to become intimate with ourselves. And that takes time. And we only learn that, yes, through trial and error.
You know what? I actually said that. I think that the few months or whatever it was that I did that show by myself, when you were out of town, I said that a lot of people don't know themselves. Yourself first before you can be true to anybody else. Before you can actually expect anybody to be true to you. Because if you don't know who you are, then how am I supposed to know who you are?
You're absolutely correct. Now, there has been a running thing that I've heard in my life. See, because we're being honest, right? And I've heard that I've oftentimes gotten in my own way. And in my search and my quest to understand that particular statement that I was getting in my own way, I would have to say that they were actually correct in that assessment. Meaning that sometimes too much of the wrong people.
Well, see, I have a belief that you're the only one that can get in your way.
Ah, okay.
And this is because of me.
Hey,
Madeline, at the things that I've done and the idiotic decisions that I've made.
Well, Lord, I made some, and I'm 47. I am 47.
You're 47. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hallelujah.
48. Look at girl.
But yeah, so I just lost my train of thought. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay.
And so we have to talk about the various, love languages. Love languages when we're dealing with people.
Okay.
And that we talk about being, just because a man makes you feel good doesn't mean that he's equally yoked. He just making you feel good. Know the difference, ladies.
I got a saying for everything. Anybody can make you feel good, okay? Anything can feel good. Drugs feel good, but guess what? They're bad. Okay, it's not the end all and be all. Okay, after that feeling, after the good feeling goes away, how do you feel then? Okay,
and I will say this:
are you content? Are you happy? Are you lonely after the good feeling goes away?
That's very interesting. Are you lonely after the good feeling goes away? And it's interesting that in my life, I've only truly loved two men. I've only truly loved two men. Of course, we would love to only.
I want to ask, but I don't want to. We ain't gonna put you on blast like that today.
Well, I don't have a problem.
My father.
He was one.
Okay.
He was one.
And who else?
Robert. It's only two men that I've ever truly.
Yeah, that happened.
That I've ever truly loved. And
well, me, I've loved everybody. I mean, I've loved everybody that I met. I'm like, hey, you're awesome. Let's be together. Hey, it's over. Okay, fine.
Well, don't put it out there like that. I don't think you've loved everybody.
No, I'm being facetious, but no, seriously.
Absolutely, yes.
I tend to kind of, like, I'm the kind of person, I am a hopeless romantic. I'm the kind of person that will look at you right now across the street window and we lock eyes and we're like, hey, let's go get married. Let's do that. I'm that kind of person. Like, I will do that. I don't mind going through the trial and error. I'm not someone who holds back. You know, a lot of people, and it might be stupid of me. I feel like, you know, sometimes it is because it does obviously look at the situation now. Okay. But a lot of times people become so jaded or so bitter. Situation happened before that they don't know how to move forward with a new person.
Well, I think that, and
without
men,
bringing that.
And men, let men. This is a plea from a woman. If you haven't got over your last one, stop entertaining somebody new. And that's for women too. But
for men, everyone. That goes for everybody.
That's for everyone, universal across the board. With somebody 6 months ago, don't entertain another woman because now she's that rebound. And she may genuinely be looking for that hopeless romantic, that knight in shining armor. And all the while, you're walking around with a cloak on. You send the representative. And so we live and learn. We live and learn. And but at the end, wish ill will on somebody because they've elected not to be with me.
I am.
When you learn, when you get a little older, and you understand life.
I mean, not that it's right, but I'm being honest. We be honest.
Because I just think that if a person chooses, you know, I've heard things like, "Oh, you have all the tools, but you're not the person that I want to be with." Okay, but do you really know what you want? And if I'm not that person, then spare me.
I mean, that's another thing, though. A lot of, as I said,
but a lot of it's deception.
People don't know themselves.
A lot of
it's deception. What they want.
A lot of it's deception.
A lot of people don't know themselves and they don't know what they want. You know,
a lot of it's deception because I think that people, because men are what you call transactional, and what they see, they usually want. When they put their eyes on it, they want that. And it's amazing how they can separate. You know, like I kind of like that concept, being able to think like a man but still remain a woman. Because I think that I remember the days when I used to be cold-hearted, cold-blooded, and it didn't matter. I didn't worry about getting my feelings hurt. Yeah. And then I got to the point where I decided to let my guard down. Girl.
There's a reason that palaces have guards. There's a reason that McDonald's on 79th and Sony has security. There's a reason.
Where are you going
to protect that entity. Oh, hey, to protect that entity. Okay. You can't let your guard down. You don't let your guard down. That's something that you don't do. See, now what I said is I've learned how to move forward without bringing my baggage from my past into my relationships. I knew every single time. But I have learned from my past relationships, meaning I'm able, every time something ends and I start something new, I know now what I don't like. I know more of what I don't like. I know more about myself. Every time a relationship ends, I learn more about myself. Forget what I learned about that person. You're either a lesson or a blessing. And most people that you come across are going to be a lesson for you.
You're absolutely correct.
Like, yes, I was hurt, I was burned, but it's a lesson learned at the end of the day.
But you know what? I'm going to say something really powerful. And I want you to ponder on the thought of what I'm saying, the concept of what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
For me, as I understood, we have to be careful about the spirits that we allow to enter us. Because when we allow these spirits to enter us and their spirits have not been resolved, they lay dormant in your body.
Are you talking about soul ties?
Soul ties.
Okay.
And so if an individual has
Good evening, Vashawn.
If an individual has not resolved that previous relationship with him or herself, then when you get with them, you're taking on those spirits as well as the exchange, once the exchange happens. And so nobody wants to be alone. You know, the fear of isolation. Nobody wants to be by themselves. We thrive. This is how we grow, because we thrive from attention and things of that nature. At this point in my life, be by myself than to be with someone who is not honest.
Well, that's, of course, anybody should prefer that. I mean, who wants to be lied to and hurt?
But that's the thing, that most people talk about being honest, but they lying.
I mean, it's a lot of people out here lying to others, lying to themselves. Yes. You're lying to yourself, holding on to something that should have been gone and done a long time ago. Okay?
Yes. Or I got one better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that men they do this often? They want to charge it against you when you've had a previous marriage or marriages, different women you've been up in, and them different ties that are now a part of you.
You know what? With this recent ex, okay, I think this is the first person I actually been in love with in my entire existence. Like, this is the first person I actually was in love with. Which is why I'm your daughter. We're different, but not that different. Okay. So
you're beautiful, by the way.
Thank you, girl. So are you, girl? Hey. Hey, you're my first house. It's nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 9 months in the big house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So,
but no.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So I'm glad that I'm glad that we're actually hanging out and having this conversation, because I think that when you're young, we don't want to have these conversations because we try to guard you, or either we haven't figured it out ourselves through our own trial and error and the mistakes that we've made. And now that you'll be 28 this year and I'll be 48.
Don't put me out here like that.
We can have those conversations, those real life conversations. And I think that
I'm 21. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Forever.
And so for me, if you love somebody, because there's only 2 people that I've ever loved, truly loved, I'm going to always love them. Always love them.
You will, if it was true.
However, not your dad, but the other gentleman, I'll always love him, hands down. It's because, you know what? Men, when you find that individual, even if it doesn't work out with you, you can see past their hurt. Once you get over your hurt, you can even see past their hurt. Most people talk about being in a relationship and working it out while it's difficult. But the reality of it is, most people run when trials and error come. They run. They run and they mask, as opposed to saying that you hurt my feelings. Or they were never honest with themselves. We have to be honest with ourselves.
I say that's the thing, situation I feel like I'm a little more experienced in life. Us. Mind you, he has children, I don't have children. And then it's like I've experienced a lot, in my lifetime. A lot. Good things, bad things, just a lot of bad things. But I've experienced them, and it's like I could see for him what he needed more than what he thought it's like, okay, you know what? Months back, it's like I'm watching him. I'm like, baby needs to grow up some more. He ain't ready for this. He's not ready. He doesn't know. In some instances, you're not ready. You're not willing. And sometimes you're not able because you were never taught. You don't.
That is powerful. Say that again. Say that again.
You know how they say ready, willing, and able? Those are three. Those are not all. That's not one thing. These are three separate things. You have to be ready, willing, and able. Some people are ready. Or they want something, but they're not necessarily willing to do what they have to do to sustain that something that they want. Okay? They don't realize that there's work involved. I've never been married. I've never raised a child. A lot of things I've never done, but I do understand that any partnership, what is this? Any relationship is a work. It's a work in progress. You never stop working on it. But even then, so sometimes it's too much work. The load is too heavy. You need to work on yourself first.
That is very correct.
And that's part of you becoming ready.
Sounds good.
Lots of people are willing. I'm willing. I want to try, but you don't even know how. And that's the able part. You're not able because you don't know how. You don't know how to love somebody. You've never seen it. Just like we were saying earlier, where I never had a father figure. You didn't have a real father figure. We're willing and we're ready, but we're not able because we don't know. We don't know what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And it's so many people out here who have no idea what they're doing. You do what you think you're supposed to do. You do what your homies do. You do what your uncle told you to do. I don't know. Okay? Because we got a drunk uncle.
Not the drunk uncle.
Got a drunk uncle. They all drunk. How about that? So anyway, that's another story. But, you have to learn how to be. You have to learn. You have to have the ability to love someone beyond yourself and what you think you want.
And I think that's key. That is key, that we can't begin to do the things that we think another person wants, because those ultimately are things that we want and we desire.
Mm-hmm.
Until you come into full understanding of you, it doesn't matter what you attempt to do for another person. If they haven't acquired that level of maturity, they will never appreciate. It is taken for as an advantage. It's a vantage point for them because they're now placating on the fact that you're in love or you like them. But like what you said, they're not willing, able, or ready because they have not had the example set for themselves. Just like I've made a lot of mistakes, in rearing you. I made a lot of mistakes. However, we have to be honest about those mistakes, but not to the point where we begin to browbeat ourselves constantly.
Of course not.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. That's how it goes.
But I will say this. Now, someone asked me the question once. They stated to me, they asked me, has your daughter ever seen you clown with a man? And I said, my daughter has never seen me clown.
No.
Did you see me clown?
Yes, I have.
Who, girl?
Who's your first husband?
Well, I was.
Remember you was on the couch? World, okay.
Say world star hip hop.
Honey, this was, my young mind was like, oh my God, what is happening right now?
Well,
you spazzed out that particular.
I spazzed out.
You spazzed.
Okay.
I mean, but she prides herself in not acting like a fool over a man. I'm not acting like a fool over you per se. I'm acting like a fool because you done got me to that point where I don't know how to act anymore. I don't know what to do because what I'm gonna do next, if I don't do this, if I don't scream and yell and throw a plate at the wall or something. That's me. I like to throw dishes. That's my thing.
Okay, like the Greeks, they throw dishes.
Opa, like the hey.
I think for me, the purpose of clowning. I don't understand. I don't understand.
It's passion.
I'm passionate too, but I don't understand women and men who clown somebody. I don't understand that. I will take up my pain, whatever it is that I'm going through, and I'll go through that process. But I'm not going to try to hurt another person because I'm hurting.
Oh, well, no, I'm not talking about physically hurting anybody.
I'm not necessarily talking about physically hurting
Lord.
someone. I'm talking about the screaming and the yelling
and the insults and this and that.
Well, I'm not going to say I won't put out an insult here and there.
Now, see, me, tongue as long as possible. Okay? If it gets to the point where I'm starting to insult you and say things that are hurtful to you, this is pretty much over. Because I'm going to more than likely say something that's unforgivable. Something that's really going to hurt you because I've been holding back. You know.
So if you've been holding back, were you honest from day one?
Yes. It's not that I'm being dishonest. It's that you want it to work. You want to, maybe this time it'll work again. Maybe, okay, pace myself. Let me measure it out. Let's see. And then, like I've had so many things. This man has berated me, belittled me, told me I'm this, I'm that, and la da da da. I'm like, are you aware of the issues that you have yourself?
Well, a lot of times that's a defense mechanism. When individuals start to insult you, that's because they themselves have insecurities. And so it's easy to project what you're not doing or perceivably not doing or what you don't have as opposed to how great and phenomenal they are.
Right, because you're so excellent. I mean, your excellency. Really? Your highness. Really? Okay, ain't nobody got time for all that. But no, like, see, like I said, it wasn't that I was being dishonest. It was just I was holding back because I'm like, okay, I don't want to say these things. I don't want to hurt you like I'm about to.
Okay, so what are your plans now?
I let it loose last night.
Why did you let it loose?
But I was calm with it. That's how like me, because I'm over the top. I'm like, scratch your eyeballs off. That's that's how I am.
Gentlemen,
don't scratch people's eyeballs.
She's beautiful out there.
Don't do that. Okay, don't scratch people's eyeballs.
We don't advocate any type of violence.
Don't be physically violent towards your lover, ever, or your ex-lover, or your pets. Okay, don't hurt the ones you love. But like, see, for me, I think I operate differently. You do operate differently. Whatever. I don't give people. I don't make you earn things. I don't make people earn things. I'm not going to test you from the beginning to see what you will or won't do. I don't do that. I let it go. Everything. I give you all the trust. I give you all of the loyalty and the honor that you're supposed to have because it's what you're supposed to be doing.
Well, you know what? I'm guilty of that as well.
But I let, how in a fighting game or any type of game, you have health levels. Absolutely. And it starts at 100%?
Yes.
For me, a lot of people want you to build up to 100. I give you 100 and let you
deduct the
points. And once it gets to 0, there's no more yelling. There's no more screaming. There's no more insults. It's like, okay, now it's time to go. I'm done. When I get to the point where I'm calm, I'm done.
Yeah. Because you can be very...
I don't care anymore.
You can be very, very passionate. So let me ask you this. What's going on with you for 2018?
Okay. So this year, I plan on getting my real estate license. I finished the course in 16, thought I was going to do it in 17. I didn't. So I'm going to get my license. I'm currently interviewing awesome jobs, really awesome, a career. Really, really hoping I get this one next week. I really do. Oh God, I want this job. Pray for me, guys. So there's that. I plan on going forward, working on myself.
Let me ask you something.
That's all I want to do is make Erica the best version of Erica that she can be. That's all I want for this year.
So Facebook, My daughter is extremely talented, for you guys to know that. And I love my daughter. And, of course, apples don't fall too far from the tree with respect to
That's right, Kelly Garrett, girl.
Talent. Hey, LaShawn.
Hey, girl.
And so, can you just sing a little something? Because the people haven't heard you in a while, and I just want to hear a little something for you.
You see the fear in my eyes? Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Here, live on Facebook, y'all.
Girl, give me something. I don't know. Give me something.
Here at Sidestreets Intersections on IntellectualRadio.com, introducing my one and only daughter, Miss Erica Evelyn Champ. Yeah, the people. Lost in a world. Cold. Okay.
What hurts me the most is I wake. I tumble and twist until the two start to hit. There's so much space in this bed. All the emotions. But to tell you the truth, every piece is for you. I don't want to be a memory. And I don't want to feel your wings break free. Because without you, I'm lost in the breeze. But I gotta be strong now. I gotta show you how I love you like I've never ever loved somebody. I'll give you things you didn't even know you wanted. Don't tell me that it's not enough, that our time is up, that you're over us. Cause I think I might do anything for you if you just let me.
Y'all heard it. She came from
Girl,
me.
I wasn't ready for that. I was nervous.
She came. Okay. Look, she came from me.
If you just let me, just let me.
So can we do this? I think it would be. Can you sing just a little bit? Give some background music. And we do some. Because we don't get a chance to perform together.
Mama.
She said, "Mama." What is so
yelling
sweet?
And screaming. I'm hoarse and
I just need to do a little scat, little run. You ain't got to do no full out.
What kind of scat?
All right, just so I can do some, so I can do me. Come on, let's go. This is Mama and Daughter.
Yes, with the music on.
Like
a mama baby.
Masterpiece. Yes. We are live here at IntellectualRadio.com, Side Streets and Intersections. And just as a reminder, yes,
I love you like I've never ever loved somebody. I'll give you things you didn't even know you wanted. Don't tell me that it's not enough, that my time is up, that you're over us. Cause I think I might do anything for you if you just let me. If you just let me. If you just let me. Just let me. I love that song.
Okay. Now give me something.
And what's unfortunate is I don't even know who sings that song. So yeah. But girl, you can sing though. Huh?
So give me something real smooth.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Something real smooth. Let's see. Oh no, we don't. Oh, no.
Put some trap music on.
I'm just hanging out with my daughter today, you guys.
Let's have a rap battle.
I'm just hanging out with my daughter on this evening, and it really is this beautiful thing that we can have a conversation about everything and sometimes about nothing. And so, if you have a daughter, just hang out with her and have a conversation. Try to get into her world and find out what's going on with her, because just like
Renegade.
Okay, well,
it's like one of my favorite songs ever, and I love Jay-Z, so it's like
All right, here we go. So, we are here at IntellectualRadio.com. This is Side Streets and Intersections. I searched the world to find out who I could love. I went on the south side, north side, and even above. And now, if I could have you, and only you, I'll give you that time, to get yourself together. I'm willing to fight for you through the rain, the storm, and the bad weather. Are you ready for me? Are you willing to wait for me? If I didn't have a dime, would you be there for me? Would you be there? Sometimes I think I want to be in love. I met that man. Ooh, I met that man. See, she met the man. She had the man. She left the man. I love you. I don't need that to understand. I'll always love you. You know you who you are. And even if we are not together today, I believe that time.
Stop. Get in my way and I'm gonna hit you with my car.
Oh no, we're not hitting nobody with no car. Woo, child. And so sometimes you just want to go, hey, hey, hey. What? Hey, hey, hey. What is love? What is love? I know it hurts and I've had too much. Hey, I don't need. I'm just saying, hey, it's nothing like love. If I loved you, I got your back. I ain't gonna run. When the times get hard, I'm down for you. See, I'm a die hard. My last name is Champ. Talk about a die hard. I ain't never ran into nobody like you. You got me spelling your name out with hair strands on my pillowcase. When you walked in there, I saw those curly teeth and that curly smile, and I was done. I love you. I can't deny it. I'm head over heels for you. I'm head over heels for you. Whatever you want me to, I will do. I'm head over heels for you. I will do. Hey. Search the world to find someone like you.
I decided that I'm not looking for love anymore.
I would give every moment I could spend with you. Hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That was a bond created. From the time that it started, one was elated.
The soul tie that we have, the soul tie that we have. I just want to say, what? And on that note.
Well, that was interesting.
It was. Just chit-chatting with my daughter today. And it has been a really awesome time. And so, you know, we don't have all the answers and we make a lot of mistakes. Being a parent doesn't come with a guidebook. But we're here in this moment and we have to appreciate the moments that we have. But we also have to understand, our children need to understand, and I'm talking to my mothers out there, that we can't help our female daughters love and hurt if we have not dealt with our own hurt. We can try to be there for you, but ultimately, I'm not going to bash someone that you're in love with. Well, as a mother, in my human spirit, I want to do that. But ultimately, who we love. Mm-hmm. And so I just want to say that it's been an awesome time hanging out with you. I don't get a chance to hang out with you. And, you know, the other part of that, being a mother and daughter, we fight, you know. Yeah, we fight. So we have to understand the limitations that we can hang with each other. Now people are saying, oh, not meow. But you have to understand your limitations.
Oh, cougar.
We are so similar in a lot of ways that we, you know, we got to keep our distance on until that time. And we understand that's nothing wrong. We understand that, right?
Girl, love you, girl.
Oh, our cousin Kelly is tuning in. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kim.
Victoria
girl.
Jackson, she's tuning in. Thank
Hey,
you. I just want to thank each and
girl.
everybody that supports Side Streets and Intersections here at IntellectualRadio.com. I have been able to just meet so many different people. And I just want to be an inspiration to all those who have a desire to do something different. I just want you to understand that if you are in a place
That's
and
right.
you decide that you want to do something different, do it, because life waits for no one. And what I'm trying to ultimately do with my daughter is leave a legacy. I want her to understand that in and everything that I set out to do, I have accomplished that. Do the same. And I just want to say that I am glad and I'm grateful, first and foremost, to my creator.
I want to say, go ahead. Well, getting spiritual, go ahead.
And my daughter, you want to sing something, right?
No, I don't want to sing. I want to say.
Well, say
words.
Something. Okay, yes. Say something. Okay.
I just want to say, everybody, there are lots of you, me, us. There are lots of us in situations that we are not happy with. We're not necessarily content. We're not, in the best positions in our lives. You ultimately are the one who holds the keys to your success. You hold the keys to getting out of whatever situation you're in right now. That determination of what's going to happen with your life. Unhappy relationship, unhappy with your career, unhappy with how your children are, just unhappy. You have the tools to change these things. Only you. Nobody else can stand in your way. You're the only one who can block your blessings and graces. So work on ourselves. For the rest of this year, let's work on ourselves.
And so my thing for 2018 is breaking past and the impediments that we create for ourselves. And to create that sisterhood. And to understand that you are greater than your fears. And that one is not learned until they push themselves beyond what they already know. And most of us, the reason we can't get to the next level, because it's not the fear of the unknown, of our current experiences that allows us to create that barrier. So I just want to say thank you for each and every person that tunes in to watch Side Streets and Intersections here at IntellectualRadio.com. My name is Angela Champ. I'm your host. And this is my daughter, Erica Evelyn Champ. And as a reminder, if you are looking for an opportunity to host your own show here at IntellectualRadio.com, please do not hesitate to call 708-223-8953. We are heard on IntellectualRadio.com, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Alexa, Facebook Live, of course. And just a reminder, is because you're looking to be fed. Until we meet again. Picking up with that peace. Deuces. I'm still in love. I can't help the fact that I'm still in love with. And that love, it'll never die. See, being going with my life, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently in the cut. Patiently in the cut. Patiently in the cut.
Peacefully, patiently. I'm waiting to be the better me that I'm supposed to be.
Hey.
I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper.
Oh, goodbye.
Love that's all mine.
It's nothing like it.
I'll be happy, happy, happy. Oh, baby.
You know who you are. I love you. No, I'm not obsessed with you.
Oh, God.
I love you. And on that note,
from a distance and from afar. Very, very, very far away.
When he looked, when he walked in, it just made me say, if I could have some more kids, he would have been my baby daddy. That's deep, y'all. We having fun. Wrap it up.
All right,
Until
guys.
next
Thank
time.
you for tuning in. I'll
We
be
love
back
you.
next week.
Sidestreets and Intersections here at IntellectualRadio.com. Until we meet again, if you are hungry, it's because you have not been fed. On that note.